Hi all, welcome back. I'm going to go through my 2019 empties for my beauty products. I'm going to start with a couple of tools that I ended up using up, and then we'll go through all my products from in the order that I put on my makeup products. Alright, let's get to it. First up, it was so sad, was my Tarte eyelash curler. This is my Holy Grail eyelash curler. I know that this one in particular I've had for over a decade, so it was due to break. The spring on it broke and I had a backup, thank goodness, because I do like to have one in my purse and then one at my makeup station as well. So now I'm down to one. I'll probably be repurchasing another one of these for the new year. I love it so much. The spring makes it really good so that you can create a nice little, so you can pulse your eyelashes, and instead of creating a crimp, you can just go out and create a nice curl. A brush that I'm actually going to be giving up, but I really liked it until it started shedding like crazy, and it happened when after the first time I washed it, and then subsequently every time I washed it, it just kept on losing more and more hairs. And it was my Cosmetics foundation brush, and it had this like triangular shape to it. I really loved it because it was great for getting into corners, but like I said, it shed so much. You can see that I can just pull it out like that. It's just really gross. So off it goes. I won't be purchasing another one of these. Next up were a couple of brush cleansers that I used. There was a Sephora brand brush shampoo, just like this. And then there was a Japanese one that I used from Ulta. It just came in this little bottle, just trying it out. And then my beauty blender Reactivate. I don't think this was a cleanser, but I think it was just for rehydrating your beauty blender. Really for my brushes and my my beauty blender, I just use baby shampoo now. I think it's a really gentle and effective way of cleaning all your brushes, and it's very inexpensive as well. A couple primers that I used. I had this little sample of the Porefessional from Benefit. And I actually have another one at my makeup station too that I haven't used up, but I will not be buying a new one of a full-size version of this. In fact, I'll probably be giving away my other sample size. It just does not work for me at all. It ends up pilling, and it never ever, I don't have that big of pores to begin with, I guess. So I won't be repurchasing this in the full-size version. A couple of primers that I used was the Becca First Light Priming Filter. I have this little travel tube that I ended up using up. I do have a full-size version at my makeup station too, so I probably will be repurchasing it in the future once I use it up. I think it's really nice and light, and it's good for those no makeup days. I had this sample, I don't know if it's a sample, I don't know. It was it's a half a fluid ounce, but it's the CoverFX Illuminating Primer. I liked it fine, but I just kind of feel like I have another product that I like the best, and you'll see that coming up here in a minute. I have my Girl Meets Pearl by Benefit. I had a little sample here. It was pretty, but it's another one of those products that pilled for me. I just don't think that Benefit skin products work on my skin type. This is a really nice, I have this Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow Instant Soft Focus Beauty Flash. It was nice, but for the price of it, I probably won't be purchasing a full-size version. I'm glad I got to try this sample though. And then my Holy Grail makeup primer is the Becca Backlit Priming Filter. You can see that I have the travel version that I used up, and then the full-size version, and then I also have another one at my makeup station ready to go. For my makeup, I use BB cream almost every day. There's a couple that I used. So I have the Bobbie Brown BB cream SPF 35 in medium. I had a couple of these. I don't know. I probably threw away the other ones, but I had a few of these sample sizes. It was nice, but it's not my favorite. I also have the Laneige BB Cushion, and I use the color medium dark. In American brands, I'm usually a light medium to medium tone, depending on the time of year. But in the Laneige, it's a Korean brand, I use the color medium dark, and it worked just fine. It has a lot of SPF. It's great for touching up your makeup during the middle of the day without smearing or disturbing any other makeup that you may have on. Now, this is probably controversial because they don't have a lot of shade ranges, but I love my IT Cosmetics CC cream. You can see I use so many. I have my travel one, I have a couple of full-size ones that I used up. I just really love the skincare ingredients in this, and it gives me a nice finish. It's really sheer and it doesn't feel heavy at all. It gives me a little bit of sun protection as well. I do have going, another one, a full-size one going at my ready to go that I use every day. I'm never really without this product. For concealer, something that I have already repurchased is my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. And I have this color in light neutral. I love it. It's very light. This is the one I use under my eyes on a day-to-day basis. It is, it's exactly what it says on the bottle. Weightless complete coverage concealer. It's light diffusing. There's peptides in it. And yeah, it just covers up my dark circles and doesn't feel heavy under my eyes. I did go through quite a few powders this year. The IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Airbrush Perfecting Powder. I got the one in the Illumination, and I think they actually discontinued it because I think I went after I hit pan on this. I went to Ulta to get another one, but they didn't have it. It was okay. No. It was, I really liked it. I really liked it. That's why I wanted another one. But I think what I liked most about it was the convenience of the compact. It was really, really nice, and it wasn't bulky at all. I do have the regular non-illuminating version that I have in my my regular, just like my daily makeup bag that I keep in my purse for touch-ups. I have this little sample of this Makeup Forever HD high definition powder. It was one of those silica powders that I think has a lot of flashback in photos. So I don't take a lot of photos during the day when I'm at work. I mean, never. So I just used it all up just to set my makeup, especially under my eyes. And it was fine for daytime, but I probably won't be purchasing it, a full-size version, because there's just so many other ones that I like better. I really like this CoverFX Illuminating Setting Powder. I got the color light, and I really, really like this. I think I probably, once I use up all my other powders, I probably will be repurchasing this. That being said, if Bare Minerals ever made this powder again, I would totally, totally buy this. It's their Feather Light Mineral Veil. Now, I have a couple of their regular mineral veil, but this one had, I think, mica in it, but it just created a really beautiful illuminated finish, and it was so light, so lightweight, I didn't even feel it as on my skin ever. One of my holy grail powders is the Smashbox Halo Powder. I love this powder so much. I love this powder so much, but the package is really bulky, but it is so nice because it has this grinder on it that you just twist, and it just, you get fresh powder every time. It's a hydrating powder, so it never felt drying on my skin at all. I have a couple of ones. I have another one at my makeup station that I'm using in the color light. I have another one in light medium for warmer months, but I don't really use that much powder in warmer months. It just depends on where I am. A couple of illuminating products that I used this year was the MAC Strobe Liquid Lotion. This one was just the white pearly one. I didn't use it a whole lot using it directly on my face. I ended up mixing it a lot as more of like a mixing medium, or I actually put it in a spray bottle with some setting spray and shook it all together and used it to create like a really illuminated dewy finish. I have a couple of these samples from CoverFX, and it is the CoverFX Custom Enhancing Drops, and I have the color Moonlight. I have a couple more of these. I just used this one all up. I think they're really nice just to mix in, but there's a couple other products that I like as a mixing medium, and I'd be happy to share that with you when I go through my other makeup routines. I'd be happy to share that with you when I go through my makeup routine. As for bronzers and other highlighters and blushes, those types of products, I don't go through them a lot. I probably won't have that many. I don't have any empties of powder type of those products because I have so many of them and I rarely go through them. But what I did use up was this Hoola Quickie Contour Stick. I had a little sample of it. I probably won't be buying it again. It was nice though, but I have other contour products that I prefer, both liquid and powder, and stick form as well. I have quite a few setting sprays that I used up this year that I probably won't be repurchasing. What I end up doing is, well, I'll show you. I have a Holy Grail setting spray that I always have a bottle of, but I love the bottle so much that I end up pouring all my other setting sprays into extra bottles that I have as well. But let me just go through a couple. For affordable ones, I have the Pixie by Petra, the Hydrating Milky Mist. I had a couple of bottles. I had a couple bottles of these that I used up. I probably won't be using it again, just because I think I have. Just because I have my Holy Grail one that I love so much, and I don't really need to be purchasing other brands. I have this Mario Badescu skincare facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water that I used up. Really nice hydrating product, but I'm not going to be repurchasing. I think I have a couple stored up though, and it is refreshing to like spray on my body when it's super hot out. But for my face, probably won't be rebuying this for that, but you'll probably see some more empties later on this year. Next up, I have my MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. It's a classic. The sprayer is terrible. I don't know why they don't create a fine mist spray for this. It's a great product, and I think that it does really great, does a really nice job of setting your makeup. Another one that I just pour into another bottle to use. I love the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. I think it's great for setting makeup. I don't use it to prep my skin at all. And then we'll come to my Holy Grail setting spray. It's my CoverFX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. I love this so much. I will be repurchasing this forever. It will continue to be my favorite as far as I can see. And yeah, I love it so much. I also love the sprayer on it. It's an ultra fine mist. I will pour my other setting sprays into empties of these just to use those up too. But once all of my setting sprays are used up, I will probably continue to use my CoverFX Dewy Finish Setting Spray as my Holy Grail product. Okay, let's move on to brows. So for brows, I have a couple of these Anastasia Brow Wiz. I really love these so much, but I don't know if this happens to you. I've heard this, but every time my spoolies break off of the ends of these, and I don't know why they can't fix that. It seems weird, but yeah, I like this brow product a lot. I don't know. I kind of feel like I'm really into brow markers right now. I don't know. I have a couple of backups of these that I'm still going to be using, but we'll see when it comes to future empties where I am with purchasing more of these. I think this is a great product. I just prefer other products now better. I have my Glossier Boy Brow. This one is in the color black. It doesn't say on there, but I love this product so much. Just gives me nice fluffy eyebrows without getting them too thick, and yeah, I will probably be repurchasing this. I think it's a great product. My other brow product that I really love is the Benefit Gimme Brow. I use the color 5, and it's a gel type of volumizing fiber gel. I get a little bit weird with the fiber gels because I kind of I look strange if I have too heavy of eyebrows, and this sometimes can build them up too much, and it kind of makes sometimes a little bit of a mess above my brows after I've already finished doing my makeup. So we'll see if I end up with more of this product, but for now I think I'm going to stick with my Glossier Boy Brow. Alright, moving on to the lids. I used this Benefit Stay Don't Stray in the color Medium Deep as my eyeshadow primer. I just had this little sample of it. Really, I don't use that much eyeshadow primer. If I do, it's mostly, I'll just put down concealer and powder over it to create a nice base for eyeshadow. So I don't know if I won't be buying a full-size version of this. I also have this Benefit product called RSVP. It was a creaseless cream shadow, and I use this all up. It was a little sample, but it lasted me forever, like literally years, and it actually didn't use up the entire thing after all these years. It just ended up drying out, but it took a long time to. I think this is a really, really great color, and I did used to like the consistency of it. For a long time I used Duraline to rehydrate it, to keep on using it until I just couldn't use it anymore. I feel like there's other products out there that's this color that I could use, so I probably won't be buying a full-size version of this. I think I really like the Nude Sticks color Angel to do my eyes, and I think it's a very similar color to this that I've been using a lot more, and it's pencil form so I can sharpen it, and it hasn't dried out. So but a really great product, but yeah, I won't be repurchasing it. And then lastly, for an eyeshadow type of product, was my Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow liquid eyeshadow in the color Kitten, their classic color. I loved this so much. It was a really great eyeshadow, but there's so many other products out there that I could use that have this glitter effect, and yeah, that I've been using up instead. Alright, eyeliners. I have so many, mostly black, and there's a couple that I will probably repurchase, but most of them no, just because I have so many that I'm trying to use up. When I do use them all, when I end up using up all my black eyeliners, I will consider then which ones I'm going to repurchase. There's a couple of contenders though. So let me start, and we'll decide from there. So for pencil type eyeliners that I used up was, I think this was a Smashbox eyeliner. Eyeliners, I just kind of think they're all the same. There's a couple that I'm currently using, but I'm just happy that I'm slowly getting rid of eyeliners and I'm running out of them. So Smashbox, I used it up all the way to the end. Total nub there. Was the NARS eyeliner. I think this one was probably like a sample. It wasn't a full size. At one point I did try and sharpen it, but it was one that twists up. Silly. Another one that I used up was the Makeup Forever Aqua Eyes. Probably if I were to buy eyeliner again, this would be the one that I would repurchase. Now, I did use a couple of the Marc Jacobs gel liners. I have the color, what is this? Oh, I have the color Rococo was the brown one that I used up, and it was nice. I kind of feel like the gel liners, though, dried up a little bit quicker, and I don't like that you can't sharpen them. I did have the two of the black ones, too. I had the full size and the smaller version as well. Yeah, we'll see if I repurchase this one, but probably my favorite eyeliner would be the Makeup Forever Aqua Eyes eyeliner. I did use up a couple of my liquid eyeliners. I do like to create a cat eye. There's a couple that I'm using up right now. There's a couple that I also want to try out this year. So I'm just really trying to go through what I have. And then so far this year I used up all of my Kat Von D tattoo liners. I have a couple of the little ones and then a full-size version, but I'm probably not going to be purchasing this again. There's a couple other ones I like better, like the Fenty Fly Liner. I just prefer that one, and I'm not really into supporting Kat Von D products, so I'm just happy that I'm done with these. I had a sample version of the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. It was fine. I just kind of feel like there's better ones out there. Even this little one kind of dried up on me pretty quickly. And then I also had the Tarte Precision Longwear Liner. And all of these are felt tips that I used. And I think there's a couple that I want to try. Well, there's one that I want to try that is a felt tip, but there's another brand I want to try that's a brush tip. So I'm really interested in trying those out this year as well. Okay, so mascaras. I hate mascara. I hate buying it. I don't like to use it. My eyelashes are so short and so stubby and so straight. I don't really feel like they do very much for me, and I end up getting so many samples that I just use up those. I rarely buy mascara, and when I do, most of them are drugstore because I'm like, what's the point? But let me go through what I used up this year. So first of all was the Bad Gal Bang from Benefit. As far as mascaras go, this one wasn't bad. What I really love are these type of bristles here. They're not like the bristles, they're more of like a plastic brush, and that's just something that I prefer in my mascaras, but I don't think I need to be spending a premium price for mascara when there's so many drugstore versions with this type of brush. I don't know why, but I had so many of these Makeup Forever Smoky Extravagant mascaras, and I just used them just to use them. They weren't particularly great. They weren't even waterproof, and waterproof is what I prefer. And these were the bristle type brushes, and they're just too big for my eyes. They just don't fit well. Another one that came as a sample was this IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. Another bristle type brush, and I just don't like it. And this formula dried out really, really quickly. People love this Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara, and I think it's for people that have really good eyelashes and they love the bristle type brush. And as far as bristles go, I think it's fine, but this mascara just isn't for me. I just prefer a waterproof mascara. Oh yeah, I have also this Lancome Hypnose Drama, another bristle type. I'm just glad to be rid of these. Probably the worst mascara that I used this year was the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir Mascara. It has a bristle type, of course, that I hate, but it was the one that flaked off the most, and even the flakes got into my eyes, so I got really teary, and then I ended up with raccoon eyes. It was the worst, not for me. One mascara that I did like was this Korean one from Innisfree, and it is this skinny micro cara, and it is, I washed this because I used it to separate. It is a bristle type brush, but it is so little. I could even do my lower lashes. Now this one isn't waterproof. I did end up buying the waterproof version of this, and I do like it so much better. It holds curl really, really well, and it's great for the no makeup days because you can almost use it to tightline at the base of your eyelashes. So on to drugstore mascara, which is what I prefer. I just don't like to spend a lot of money on mascara, and I prefer a waterproof mascara because it just holds the curl in my eyelashes a lot better. I don't know if they make these anymore, but these were the L'Oreal Voluminous Butterfly Influenza. Oh no, these were the L'Oreal Voluminous mascaras, and they had really strange brushes on them, like plastic type brushes that were really interesting. This one in particular though kind of got clumpy because it just put on so much product. And then this one, I really like this type of brush. I might just clean that and put it into another one. I don't know if you can see that. I really like this type right here. And then what I'll probably be buying, I don't know, there's so many drugstore mascaras that I could try too. And this one is the L'Oreal Voluminous Million Lashes. I like this one too, and has a nice nice plastic brush as well. Alright, next up I know this is supposed to be more of an empties and not a favorites, but I don't really keep my my eyelashes, but I just thought that I would show you which ones that I use. So first up I have my 811s and from Ardell. I don't really spend a whole lot on lashes. Probably my most expensive ones are my House of Lashes, but yeah, these are the ones I use the most. I think they're great, and they're the faux mink ones from Ardell, and these are the 811s, and I end up cutting off probably like, I don't know, like a fifth or a fourth of these just so that they fit my eyes, and these are probably like the more glamorous ones that I use. I just can't use a really heavy lash. They just look stupid on me. The other thing is that really heavy eyelashes, really thick eyelashes are really heavy, and they actually make me sleepy because they weigh so much on my eyelid that they just end up making my eyelids close. Does that does that ever happen to you? Let me know. Another pair that I really love are my Ardell 812s. And with these, I actually end up cutting them in half, and then I just use it on and they end up working on my outer, probably 3/4 of my eye, and they end up being really nice and super glamorous too. I really like these. And for my most natural day-to-day eyelashes that I prefer, if it just looks like I have on a really light eyelash extension, are my Ardell 810s, and I buy these multi-packs. They come in 4, and I have a whole pile of them that I love to use. I don't go through lip products very much. I probably go through lip pencils more than I go through lipsticks just because I have so many of them. I'm almost out of my Laura Mercier Baby Lips lip pencil. You can see it's almost out. So small. And it's just a really like pretty light pink color. It's just a nice base for a nude type lipstick, or if I'm just going to do a lip gloss over that. Something I used up this year was my Besame lip liner. How pretty is this packaging? I love it so much. I have a couple other colors that I haven't used up, but this one was in the color Cocoa and Natural. So if I was doing a brownie or nudie type lip, that's what I used. But I have a lot of other lip liners that I want to use up, so I probably won't be repurchasing this. Something that I did use up was my Makeup Forever Rouge Artist Natural in the color N9. Now this was a small version. I have a couple of these like floating around in purses. I do have the full-size version as well. This is what the full-size version looks like. And it's just, it is my, I love this color so much. It's my Lips Are Better lipstick color. I think it's just a really pretty mauve nude color. My Lips Bit Better. Yeah, I like it. I have a full-size version, and I have a couple of smaller versions floating around in other purses too. So yeah, I can see myself buying that in the future, but I have so many of them that I don't have a need to. And then lastly, I have a couple of fragrances that I used up, but they are like the sample, not like the tiny vial sample sizes. Those I'll use them as like room sprays basically, just to smell them. I have a lot of perfume that I love to use that I don't necessarily use up because I have so many fragrances, but a couple of ones that I use that samples that I liked this year were the Tarte Stella. This is a roller ball. It got a little bit funky because of the rollerball picked up like my skin oils and stuff. So if I buy this again, I would buy it in a spray, but it smells so good. I do have the hair perfume version of this that I really like to use to just freshen my hair up in between washes. And then the other fragrance that I loved, I don't know if I will ever purchase this because I do, like I said, I have a lot of perfume, but it smells so good. Yeah, I can see myself purchasing this in the future, but it's a Comme des Garçons vetiver scent. I love it so much. It smells so good. There's just like one little bit left. Nope. Anyway, thank you for joining me and going through all of my empties for 2019. I hope to do this a little bit more this year so I don't have a huge pile, maybe every few months, where I can keep my trash in like one drawer instead of big bags. But thank you for joining me. Bye.